What up, YouTube? I'm Joshua Dufferina. I want to tell you people that SpongeBob episode Truth or Square is the worst episode I've seen in my life. Wanna know why it's worse? Cause one, it had SpongeBob having a wedding, and two, I did not want SpongeBob to marry Sandy at all, which was a play, and three, I did not want SpongeBob to be married at all. But all episodes of SpongeBob, all episodes are fine, but not Truth or Square episode of SpongeBob. But all of them episodes are fine. And Truth or Square episode had nothing to do with Mr. Krabs' flashback of being a doctor of a Krabby Patty. And Squidward's flashback had nothing to do with Squidward dreaming how the world was before SpongeBob. And it had nothing to do with Squidward working with a fish named, that's the first name, the word not, and the last name SpongeBob. And it had nothing to do with Squidward planning a secret garden before SpongeBob's pineapple crashed into him in his garden, making Squidward grumpy and whatnot. And it had nothing to do with unborn SpongeBob visiting the Krusty Krab with his family and whatnot. And it had nothing to do with SpongeBob saying, "I'm ready to go to work." It had nothing to do with SpongeBob saying that, okay? There was one flashback I liked about SpongeBob. I liked him singing with a pineapple, singing, "I'm ready to go to work" song. It had nothing to do with Patchy the Pirate being in it. There is, well, if you're watching Truth or Square episode of SpongeBob, you'll see someone wearing a costume, okay? Like, it has yellow body and orange foot and orange beak. You know how David Cross dressed as a pelican for Chipwrecked and whatnot? I suggest you guys do not watch SpongeBob episode Truth or Square. I hate that episode, and I'm slamming it right now, okay? And I dissed that episode, okay? I don't like that episode. But all episodes of SpongeBob, all episodes are fine. All episodes are fine, but not Truth or Square episode of SpongeBob. And Truth or Square episode had nothing to do with SpongeBob decorating the Krusty Krab, and it had nothing to do with Mr. Krabs, SpongeBob, Squidward, and Patrick going to surveillance room, and it had nothing to do with those four being in the vents trying to find a way out, and it had nothing to do with SpongeBob singing "I love you, Krusty Krab." And it had nothing to do with Squidward cheering Mr. Krabs up because the customers are coming back. Maybe we did not need SpongeBob to get married at all. Maybe we just didn't. We did not need SpongeBob to have a wedding at all. But Married to Money episode of SpongeBob's fine. I'm fine with Mr. Krabs marrying the money. But I'm fine with Mr. Krabs getting married, but I'm fine with Mr. Krabs marrying the money, but I'm fine with Mr. Krabs doing so, okay? But I'll tell you this much right now. Mr. Krabs' mom went to prison for 9 less years for grounding her son, Mr. Krabs. 'Cause I said that back in 2017 of August, and I posted a few videos of Mr. Krabs living with Squidward and 3 of his nephews, meaning Mr. Krabs gets put in the foster care while his mother's in prison for 9 less years for grounding Mr. Krabs. Well, we want Midlife Crustacean to be a remake of SpongeBob, okay? And if it does become a remake, it needs to have the police in it, and the police taking Mr. Krabs' mom to jail for 9 less years, and put Mr. Krabs in a foster home with Squidward and 3 of his nephews and whatnot. Because, I make few videos on YouTube how how I state that it's a crime and illegal to punish and ground somebody and whatnot. And I don't even want, oh, for peeps sakes, we did not want SpongeBob to be married at all, ever. Because SpongeBob, you could still hang out with Sandy Cheeks as a buddy, okay? Oh, I do have one rule what you cannot do, SpongeBob. I do have one rule, is you cannot be married. I have another one rule, okay? That you must stay single forever, like me. And you know what Ian Hawke said to the Chipmunks in the 2007 Alvin film when the Chipmunks move in with Ian, which Ian Hawke is known as Uncle Ian? Theodore asked, can we play with all this stuff? And Ian said, sure, why not? It's your house. Simon asked, what are the rules in Ian's house? And Ian said, oh, I do have one rule. That there are no rules, Ian said. So that's why I gave SpongeBob one rule, not to be married, okay? And whatnot. Just comment my videos and subscribe to me, okay? Bye.